Fucking hell, Winder, what's going on here? Okay, so Aaron Gwin has totally smashed time training out here at round 4 of the World Cup Downhill Series in Lenzerheide. Looks set to be a great race tomorrow in qualification. As it stands, Gwin's leading the series from Bruni and Minnaar. Those seem to be the kind of two guys that are chasing him hard. So, but you know, he's got a big buffer. He's the only guy to have podiumed every single World Cup round so far this year. So let's have a quick chat with the leading contenders so far. Okay, so here's Bruni. Loic pushing really hard in second place. Are you surprised, given that you've only had one podium this season, that you're still in that position?
I know. Yeah, it's kind of surprising because Greg has a pretty average start of the season, and I have pretty average last races, you know. Yeah. So it's kind of Aaron Gwin is far away at the moment, and we are struggling a little bit, all of us, you know, Josh, me, Greg a little bit. So I think everyone is just like getting ready for the rest of the season. Yeah. So I'm honestly, it could have been way better right now, because if I didn't crash, it's every time the same. But I'm pretty stoked to be still in the second.
But the thing is, if you look back to last season, Bryceland was 200 points behind at this same moment in time, so it's still a long way to go. You could still win the series. It's still early days.
Yeah, of course. Last year Josh did a pretty good comeback from the I don't know 4th, 5th place to
I think he was in like 6th place at this time last year.
But yeah, I don't know, Josh last year just found a really good pace on every track, so it's just something, you know, you find or you don't find during the season, and I think Gwinny at the moment is pretty he's on it. So
are you feeling your way into it?
I think I can beat him, you know. Every race I feel like I can beat Gwin or even Greg for William, but it's just really hard to put it all together and do, you know, the run like they are able to do. So
you're looking for your first win?
Yeah, of course. I don't know. I'm not waiting for it, but I am. You know, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I really want it to happen.
Yeah. Just quickly, your feelings on this place, on this track?
Pretty hard, honestly. You can't push. Everything is pretty blind and really like loose, so it's gonna be a tough race, and it's on the bike.
It could just take one small stone to have you down, couldn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. And so many corners are just like no corners. It's just powder and just. So it's gonna be really tricky to stay on the bike and to go fast.
Hey, well, look, best of luck for the season. I mean, you know, looking for you to become the second ever Frenchman to win the series.
Hopefully, one day. Thank you, man. Thanks.
Aaron, been into round 4, really good lead, 200 points. Pretty happy with that, surely?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's always good to have a points lead and a little bit of a gap now, and yeah, just see how it goes, but just trying to kind of take it one race at a time still. We're not even barely halfway through the season, so yeah, try to just keep racking up good results and see where it puts me at the end.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking back to sort of 2014 season. Now you were in a similar position then, so you must be kind of a little bit wary, thinking, oh, you know, because the season went in a different way that way, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, last year was just kind of a freak thing with that flat tire. Ended up kind of jacking me up, but yeah, this is a new year and everything's feeling good, so you can kind of only just do the best you can do and see how it plays out.
Yeah. So at this moment in time, you're the only racer to have podiumed every single race so far. Are you surprised at the kind of almost weakness at your competition really at this point?
No, man, I think it's been I mean, I've just been able to string together some good rods, but the competition this year has been crazy. Like, there's just a lot of different guys going fast, and yeah, I mean, it makes it exciting. It's definitely far from easy for me. It's been you know, definitely got to be on your game. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I mean, you mentioned that there's a lot of people. It's funny because there's actually we've already seen 12 different podium riders. And it's only like only three races.
Yeah.
There seems to be quite a good depth of talent in racing at the minute.
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of guys going fast and a lot of different kinds of tracks. I think this weekend is one of those tracks that you could have totally different guys up there too. It's a super unique, kind of different kind of track. So yeah, I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with tracks. I mean, for example, if you go to Meribel or Val de Sol, there's a lot to learn, isn't it? This is a fresh venue, so kind of from what I hear, there's not quite as much to learn on this one, but it's a different challenge.
Yeah, definitely. I think this will be a pretty tricky one. yeah, like you said, there's not a whole lot going on, but it's a really challenging track to ride because it's just so slippery and it's just a lot of berms and stuff. So it's really hard not to push the pace too far and kind of have a crash or something.
I guess you call really dry slippery.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit slick and a lot of big loose rocks out there right now. But I think as race day comes, it'll burn in a little bit more. But
okay, so Aaron, chasing win number 13, right?
Yeah, hope so.
That'll equal Hill's record.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And yeah, well, kind of wish you best luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for your time, man.
Appreciate it.
Nice one.
Sweet.
Greg, you're still in this after you know, kind of obviously injury issues in Lords, but you're still in this race, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, Gwin's got quite a bit of a gap, but you know, Bruni and I are close. I don't know who's in 4th, but I think they're probably
Brosnan's in 4th.
Probably quite close as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's good racing.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just talking to Bryceland. You know, this same moment in time last year, Bryceland was like, I think he was in like 6th place. He was like 260 points behind. You know, you're only 200 points behind. There's still more than half the year to go. So it's a long way, isn't it?
It is. It's hard, and in down racing, anything can happen. Like, you've got 3 days on track like today. That's quite tricky, and unfortunately injuries happen and things like that. So it's a tough season to make it through. Never mind win it.
Yeah. Just quickly about this track, right? I mean, obviously you got tracks like sort of Val de Sol and stuff. A huge amount to learn. What's the story on this track? Less to learn.
Left, right, rock, right. It's actually harder to learn than something like Val de Sol. Val de Sol, you got rocks and stuff to like judge, and you know when you come in there's a rock section or something. Here it's really hard to know which corners coming up because they're quite a lot that are very much the same.
Right. Hey, so massive congratulations on 17 World Cup wins.
Yeah, thanks for the message. Appreciate that.
But it had been a while. It had been 20 or so races since you'd won a World Cup race. So big relief to do that.
It was, because I've had quite a bit of injury in those last 20 World Cups. You know, I think this was the first off season in about 4 years that I haven't had to recover from injury.
Right.
And so I think it was cool, you know, and I had a good yeah, although my thumb was a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Besides that, everything else went really good going in. So I had some good testing, and yeah, it felt like could win one again.
I mean, sort of, you know, kind of you've won one. I'm looking back to when you won the series in 2008. And that year, I think you kind of podium 4 at 7 races. I'm just trying to draw kind of parallels from that year and stuff like that. How important would it be for you to win another title? What
I think it would be just a cherry on the top. You know, I think I've already had, I've already won 3 World Cup titles, and I don't feel I want to win another one. It just would be nice to win more races. It would just be something extra. I've had 3 World Championships, 3 World Cups, something I didn't think would happen when I started racing, when you were still racing in your rugby shorts and gumboots.
I don't bring that into it. But I guess, yeah, I mean...
I didn't think this would happen.
Actually, your first World Cup win, you were 19, right?
Yeah.
Was it 19 or 20?
19.
Capran in 2000, was it? 2001,
yeah.
The year you beat Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
it's been a long time.
So, but yeah, you're going to have to send for 18, aren't you? Yes,
I'd like to. I think that's more of my goal. I mean, of course I'd like to win the overall, but it's not something I've set out to do. I just want to have the best season I can, you know. And to equal PD it's taken some time.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do my 18th. I think it would be nice to celebrate 18th birthday.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I reckon it'll be good.
Fine card. Hey, so best luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jonesy.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah.